Oh, maybe this is as deep as this gets. I thought I had kind of sensed something over there, but I don't know. Anyway, welcome everyone. I believe this is episode 11, 12, 13, 11, 12, 13. This should be episode 14. This should be episode 14. Welcome everyone. Okay, there's a chest here. Ooh. An osmium cave down here with a mushroom. Oh, interesting. Nice little hole with a bunch of goodies in it. Okay, well, whatever that spurt in the sky was, I am now not finding it, so that's annoying. The idea here is I need to get some sulfur. And the main place that I know of sulfur is kind of further away. Like quite a ways away, and so I was hoping to not have to go after it, but I might have to. I was kind of hoping to just find like a sulfur here somewhere, because I only need one. But I'm not finding anything here, so that's okay. What's up here? Is that a way out? Yes. What weird trees we're getting from this. Oh, and then my oxygen is quite low. A door. Okay. Yeah, so I need sulfur, like quite a bit of sulfur, and there's only one place I know of so far that has sulfur, and it's not near here. I need to get back on the plains-based rail there and take it back over to the far side, and then there's a right at the other side of that rail. There's a spot with a bunch of sulfur that I can grab. The chemical plant that we did in episode, what was it? 6 or 7 it looks like. Okay. Let's dump some goodies here. Iron, cobalt, mag, silicon, titanium, aluminum. Oops, and more dump. Okay. Yeah, that was what I was trying to go to. Which is weird because my base is literally next to that. The building I put right there is literally right next to that spurt. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to go visit that at some point. Tally ho. It's a good thing the train rail works without me having power. Because that would be rough otherwise. I'm hoping here in the future when we start getting more of the like advanced rocket stuff going, I'm hoping it will start to show me things like where all the places are that need stuff to be, you know, cleared and everything. But yeah, I need sulfur so I can make explosive powder, and then I can use the explosive powder to make the tier 2 nuclear reactors. I could tear down the tier 1s and make the tier 2s instead. And the tier 2s are like one free, basically. It takes 3 tier 1 nuclears, basically, to make a tier 2 nuclear with like the uranium rods. But you basically get one free. So instead of it being 4 rods, you get you use 3 rods, and then it's less water and significantly less super. Okay. Do we have any sulfur just hanging out here? We do not. Okay. Okay, there's no super hanging out. Then I'm going to come down here. This is where all the sulfur is right here. Do we have any sulfur here? We have some. Okay. I want to bring a full backpack's worth of sulfur back if I can. Yeah, see, originally I was going to try and build up there by that tower, which is why there are 2 water collectors down here. Because I was originally in that starter area, and then I was like, no, let's move further out. And then I found this area, and was like, oh, this area is really cool. And then I found the plains, and I was like, well, the plains is the coolest. Way more sulfur right here. Two more. Sweet. Anything in here worth bringing back? I'll grab a fabric. Yeah, see, there's an area over there I have not explored. Ugh. Like I said, that's the one thing about this map that, like, I love it and hate it, is there's just so much to do. Yeah, like that dump over there. I should probably, here's what I'll do. I'll take all of this and dump it in the rail. And then I'll head over to my dump over there and see if there's anything important there that I was able to loot that I could send back. Yeah, dump all that there. I have a uranium rod on me for some reason. Okay. Titanium, silicon, mag, iron, cobalt. Okay. I'm going to do one quick trip to the dump, see if there's anything valuable worth bringing back, and then we'll head back and then get our power fixed. Those clouds on that planet up there are going like Mach 50. Oh yeah. Hey, I fixed my power. It's like all that crap was taking up power. Bunch of spores. Ooh. Grab the lermas, because lermas are valuable. There we go. Yeah, that's one of the negatives of having a map this size, is I'm ending up with multiple bases across the map. And because they're so far away from each other, it's kind of hard to manage. Realistically, though, a lot of it you'll be able to just throw down just a tiny bit, and then that'll be enough to manage. You're quite green and pretty. Not quite the foliage I was expecting. Okay, grab the lerma. Grab the lermas. There's an excess jetpack here I could take back and crack open. There's a sulfur there. Lerma. Lots of goo. More lerma. That's it? Okay. If that's it... maybe some uranium. Sure, we'll grab that. Yeah, Plains Base and home are so far over there. Yeah, ultimately I do want to end up coming back here and finishing looting this region, because it seems like once I complete this area, I'm basically done with this valley. I don't know, maybe I'll do that real quick. I can dump the rest of this off at my base over here, and because if I remember right, there's only like maybe 2 more locations in this valley that I have left, and then I have to go through the rail there anyway. Because, like, there's something over there. I have not explored over in that corner. Yeah, because this is a completely sealed off valley. So it would make sense to finish this area and then head to the next valley. Here, can I just grab some iron for some... Aw. Just wanted to dump everything. Had too much crap. Yeah, so this valley area down here, I'm done with this. I've cleared all of this area. This area is done. Over here on this edge, though, there's like a cave system over here that I haven't touched yet. Yeah, so I've done all of that one, but this corner I have not touched. I'm kind of expecting to find a goo area that needs cleaned up, you know? A lot more sulfur in here. Okay, kind of weird. Is there nothing back here? Just a lot of sulfur? Hang on, I want to check in these roots real quick. There's a mushroom. One glowy boy. I swear this is gonna just loop me back around to the facility there that I already cleaned. Definitely some funky foliage around here. There isn't even a chest back here. That's wild. Oh, there's something here. Gross. Just all the seeds. Oh, there's another one on that side. Food seed? Nothing underneath there. It's just these 2 little like outposts that like stare at each other. Couple of chips, though. I'll take the chips. Yeah, and then the rest of that's basically just junk. Yeah. Whoops. Oh, dang, I need a silicon to be able to put that down, and there's nothing out here. That's okay. This is just a little marsh with these two buildings, and there's basically nothing here. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. The mushrooms are still fairly useful at this stage of the game, but the rest of that is mostly not. The game is throwing a crap ton of oxygen seeds at me, like just absolutely everywhere, but they're relatively useless just in general. I mean, unless you're planning to like build one of every plant or whatever, the majority of them you just dump into a chest and then turn it into DNA for like a round of mammal rockets or whatever, and then that's basically it. Most of the seeds I just turn into the mammal rockets, and then the rest I just store. Okay, well, in theory, I've been that way, and I've been that way now. I think this valley is basically done. There might be a few, like, hidden secrets that I didn't notice yet, but we'll see. If there are, I'll come back and deal with them later. Like, way later. You know, when I have, like, a better jetpack and other stuff to do. Okay, I require this guy so I can throw down. There we go. There's the big biodome. That means I can go home and rebuild my base now that I have the tier 2 building. All right. What do I have here worth bringing back? Dump all the iron. Let's grab those two. I don't need any of that. I don't need the plastic. Or the water, technically. Do I have one of those? I don't. I was gonna say, if I had the one thingy, I could try to condense some of it, but that's okay if I don't. Well, let's leave the food here. I don't need it. Leave the food here too. Yeah, there's not really much I need to bring with me. Mostly just the sulfur. I guess I could take that with me. Maybe that. Yeah, a lot of that's not super useful. Cool. I am excited because tonight I'm going to try and upload as many of these videos as I can. All right, how are we doing here? Doing all right. I might see about going for mapping next. Let's get some tier 2 nuclear reactors. Let's start with that, and then maybe I'll focus on rebuilding my main base. Excuse me. Something like that. The tier 2 bases are just, or the 2x2 building size minimum is way easier to see what I'm doing. Most of this is junk. Some of it's like, so way back in the day, lermas used to be one of the most important resources in the game, just because you couldn't craft them initially. There was no crafting lermas. So you would end up hoarding all your lermas, and then the majority of your lermas would get sent in rockets, but then you would try to hoard like 5 to 10 of them for buildings that required them. Like, for example, the biodome, and then like grass spreader, right? So like those two require lermas, and then once you go to the next tier above, then they don't require lermas anymore, and then the lermas are free to be spent other places. But lermas were still rare because there was only so many of them available. All right, I think I might build it right off the edge of that, honestly. But I gotta figure out how to dump all my crap here. Let's grab some iridium. And then, yeah, immediately do that. Okay, and then I have lermas. I have so many lermas. Do that, I guess. Yeah. There we go. Gonna get our first tier 2 power. There we go. I'm 1 rod shy. Uh-oh. Is the rest of my sulfur up in the thingy? There's 1 sulfur there. Yeah. Okay, I got enough for 1 more. Yeah, that's too bad. See, the beauty there is if you look at how much super I just freed up. Because I went from 3 supers per to 1 super per. And it just was replaced with the explosive powder. I added a explosive powder, but then I got all the super back. So that's super useful. Okay, dump all that. I gotta go visit my rail base, my planes base, so I can get my thingamajiggy. One thing I don't like about November, December is that everybody and their dog wants to get time off for like family stuff. And so my phone is just constantly lit up from work, from people trying to find people to cover shifts and stuff. Oh. Son of a gun. That's annoying. I didn't realize this was here. That's 5 aluminum wrecks right there. That would have been good to know earlier. That's 5 super and 10 aluminum. Just leave the food there, yeah. What do you got? Mostly just gunk. I'll start grabbing some of that gunk and take it with me. I don't need it quite yet, but, you know. Oh, I need to see what it takes to get space rockets. Or, space trading in this DLC. I'm not sure what it is yet. Okay, let's just dump the goo. And then... not that one, this one. Ah! Nice. All the explosive powder I could ever want. Whoops, I was about to say, who inherited my thingy? There we go. Cool. So this puts me up to 3 tier 2 nuclears, which is significantly better than where I was. And way cheaper. Because uranium is basically infinite in this game. Basically infinite because you only have to launch 1 rocket, which, if you do the math on it right, 1 rocket is only 2 uranium. So 2 uranium for 1 rocket. You launch a rocket to get more uranium. It's 2 and you get like 3 or 4 rods out of 2 uranium. That rate of return is absolutely bonkers. Excuse me. Okay, let's start looking into redoing the base. Okay, I need another titanium. And then I'm not going to build right next to the water, I don't think. I'm going to build more over here by this. Let's try that. What? I thought I had grabbed enough titanium. What the heck? There's a bunch of it over here. Holy cow. Yeah. Low hydration. I hear you. Oh, I hear. Okay. Yeah, and then I need to move that building right here next to this one. Okay, so we're gonna slap that one there. And then we're gonna take that one off. And then we're gonna put it there. There we go. Okay, then I need 2 more super. And more titanium for a door that I don't have. I need that, and then I need a titanium. Because I need a doer, and I need a titanium for a doer. There's 3. And we're about to hit the end of the episode. Perfect. That works great.